I went from Halo to Pirates. I don't think there's any more missions to do.
And do repeatable ones.
Yeah. Here.
Yeah, it's the Deep Roads one.
If you squint, Lake Calenhad is shaped like a bunny.
Perhaps we should take a... Oh, I think I see it.
The bunny.
Uh-uh.
The fuck was that?
You're here.
Inquisitor, the workers are almost done building a lift to the Deep Roads.
But fuck it, I'll jump.
No darkspawn trouble yet, but the earthquakes have been brutal.
I was told to meet a Shaper Volta.
She's waiting below. You won't see an Orzammar dwarf on the surface. They have rules about that.
How many quakes have there been since you arrived?
At least 3 big rumblers. And the aftershocks are nothing to sneeze at. My feet miss solid ground.
Josephine's report mentioned several lyrium mines were damaged by the quakes.
You'll see what's left of this one on your way down. From what I hear, the other mines are barely holding together.
So you haven't seen any darkspawn up here?
I sharpened my arrows just in case, but they never showed. I'm okay with that.
From your tone, I'd guess Orzammar isn't your favorite place.
I don't have an opinion. Cloud gazers like me aren't allowed in the city. The lift's ready for you.
I feel like that violates a bunch of OSHA regulations. Also, they couldn't do a better
Try not
job
to
of
shift
making
around
those planks
and
round.
keep back from the edge. It's a long way down.
Lowered into a hole. What an auspicious start.
We've been in worse places.
Perhaps you have, my dear.
This reminds me of a story.
Shocking.
It's about an impossibly handsome dwarf and his friend who got crowned King of the Nugs.
A Nug King. Really?
It's not as good as it sounds. Nugs mostly just shit on the floor and roll in it. Welcome to the Deep Roads.
That's what they say the roads anyhow.
Always wondered if I'd die down here.
You're not dead yet.
The day's just starting.
Harut, Magar, Nalfric, your names will not be forgotten.
You must be Shaper Volta.
Why'd they put so
I
much
trust
more
the
effort
law
into
in
that
question.
intro than like any other intro to
Including
anything
the intro
in
to
the
the
base
game? No fucking idea.
Like, what?
Because it's
As
the
though
deep
you're hiding
roads,
from
man.
As a citizen of Orzammar, even a glimpse of your sky could cost me my position and render me castless.
Gotta love real dwarves.
What does a Shaper do exactly?
We
Your mom.
chronicle the life and times of our people.
You're historians.
Also scholars and genealogists. Shapers preserve knowledge in the memories, an archive in Orzammar.
You also destroy
We record
evidence of
memories in
things.
Lyria
And they wear
to
a fuck
ensure
ton
they
of
never
makeup
fade.
into the Deep Roads,
We must
apparently.
be meticulous in every detail.
Was there any dwarf wearing that much makeup in all of Dragon Age Origins?
They wore makeup? Question mark.
Yeah, like, I don't even remember them. Like, this chick is glammed out like Barbie doll over here.
My ambassador briefed me, but now I hear there are still more quakes?
Each new tremor opens another fissure in the Deep Roads. Our situation has worsened since we contacted Skyhold. The quakes collapsed this mine and shattered a seal, keeping the Darkspawn at bay. The Legion of the Dead hasn't been able to mend the broken seal, and we
Broken
can't
Seal, we played that
afford to
game.
lose any more
Yeah.
lyrium.
Fire! Fire!
What will happen
Fire!
if we lose more lyrium mines?
The surface needs lyrium for all sorts of magic. The Inquisition more than most, I understand. and Orzamar's economy relies
I mean,
on
the circle
Lyrian
doesn't even
trade.
exist anymore.
Without it,
And
there
half
will
of the
be
fucking
chaos
Templars
above and
died.
below.
Orzammar deals with Darkspawn all the time. Why request the Inquisition's help?
The Legion isn't prepared for this level of disaster, and the Grey Wardens haven't answered our calls for aid. Any threat to the flow of lyrium requires immediate response. The Inquisition is the only force we can rely upon.
Like oil.
Well,
It's like a new Iraq comes in to threaten your oil, so you call
I trust
America,
this Legion of the Dead isn't actually deceased yet?
and they take
Not
down the
yet,
fourth strongest army
But
on the
they are
planet.
ready to die.
Again.
ow, my head. Squish.
Apologies for pushing you.
Aren't you a polite thing?
I fear the damage that tremor caused. Follow me to the Legion camp.
Race here. Hey, you're not supposed to find spindle reed on
Your
rock.
eyes open. These roads are dangerous.
I claim Orzammar for the Inquisition.
Ogre!
Stay clear of its reach!
You
How did it
missed.
not go charging off?
Strike now!
It's been so long!
Darkspawn in this game? No way.
You killed Duncan!
Is this supposed to be like, man, if this is what I'm fucking being introed into, what's down there, you know?
I don't know. I haven't played this. I just know that's an ogre, and that's what killed Duncan.
Your mother is a
And that's also
Now's the time to
where what the Punari
Yeah.
become from their
Her mother's
mothers.
yeah. I was gonna say your mother's an ugly
Absolutely
Kunari.
hysterical. Like how even in Origins, it was decided that this was the result of Kunari becoming Darkspawn,
Mm-hmm.
now! While it's the
but you still had Sten,
Yes.
and not what you got in Dragon Age 2. They fixed it later, but like also what?
Yeah.
You're focused on us! Now's the time to attack!
Not as funny as when we found out Shell was a woman.
You have my gratitude.
Just returning the favor?
If the ogre reached this point, the Legion must be overwhelmed. Let us hurry.
Achievement. Jesus Christ.
All the gear you're gonna find here is gonna be crazy. You could have come here basically whenever, because every enemy here, generally, will scale exactly to your level. So everything you're fighting is gonna be max level.
Corrupt everything, even the air.
Let's go.
That's the broken seal ahead. It is worse than I thought.
Now this is what the deep roads looks like. The
Ah.
other place you went before
Not the
did
deep
not
roads.
look like this. But they got it down here.
Get those charges to the tunnels!
They have a cave troll!
Trolls of the dungeon. Trolls of the dungeon. I just thought you ought to know.
You quoted two completely different movies. I was quoting Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I know.
Someone prime the sonic fuses!
What are the sodding fuses?
Yeah, don't you want it to be dry? You don't want your
we
feet
have
to be
more than
sodded.
Hurlocks and Ghouls. We have Genlocks.
Set the charges with those bastards breathing down our necks!
These are Genlocks now?
Yep.
What the fuck?
Yep. There you go.
That is not what Genlocks look like at all. Genlocks were these stubby, like, green-looking motherfuckers.
No, now they're
They basically
fucking...
look like goblins.
Yeah.
Now they look like a dwarf and a Kunari had a baby.
I can skip leg day every day.
Arm day? Look at their fucking arms.
I know that. Sorry, they skip leg day every day.
Oh.
Down you go.
I almost feel like the combat sound effects have gotten louder. I'm gonna turn those down a bit.
Yeah, sure.
They seem louder here.
Well, it's a little...
That's got them on their heels. Keep it up. The seal's clear. Prime the charges.
Now, set the charges!
Take cover! Would it make more sense to take cover, like, to the left and the right of the door, generally?
Yeah.
Not
Also,
directly in front of it, behind a rock?
also, I'm too cool to look at explosions.
Of course.
When I'm dying, when deep roads, when...
Pretty understandable reaction to being in the deep roads.
Jesus!
Whew! Dragon scales, dragon webbing. That's good, considering there's no more dragons to fight. I was wondering how you'd ever get more dragon stuff, given how many dragon bones you've used on everything.
Yeah.
Supplies replenished.
Inquisitor, meet Lieutenant Wren, a veteran of the 5th Flight and one of the Legion's finest commanders.
Someone paid her to say that.
Appreciate the help, Inquisitor. Collapsing that seal bought us time. Blighters had the run of these tunnels for days. Now they have a roadblock.
How many deep roads are there? How deep do they go?
They'll take you from one side of Thetis to the other, if you have a death wish.
The roads once connected dwarven cities that were hundreds of miles apart. Then came the Darkspawn. Ren and I have been exploring this region, reclaiming it, but the work is slow.
Mark the map, fight an army. Mark the map, fall in a hole. And so on.
I get the impression you two have known each other a while.
Yeah. The Shaper had sent her to dig up some relics. Asked me to keep her out of trouble. That was 3 years ago.
You can quit any time.
Not when we still have things to fight about.
For such a small group, your people have held up well.
The quakes took a lot of us. Reinforcements will be slow to arrive.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Take cover!
You know, I thought these places are supposed to be built against earthquakes. Which means they did, which means that these earthquakes are terrifyingly strong.
These tunnels also haven't been maintained for like thousands of years.
Yeah, but that's the point of them.
It's clearer, stronger, more insistent.
I hear it. Doesn't prove a thing.
Liquid.
These quakes are not a natural disaster. They're deliberate. There's an intelligence behind them.
How could an earthquake be caused deliberately?
We get plenty of natural tremors down here.
Well, see, in Arma 3...
It's different. She thinks she knows why.
I found an
The
ancient
Chinese,
text
the
during an
Iranians, and the
expedition with my
Belarusians
master.
come together and they make these
At the
little
time, it was just a
devices
curiosity.
that cause them.
Now, the text
Let's just nuke
describes
the
giant
faults.
creatures called Titans living deep underground. They sing in the stone,
Titans,
shaping it.
underground.
When these quakes
Titans!
began, I believe we heard that rhythm. I believe a Titan is causing all this destruction.
Titan.
Titans.
I've never heard of Titans before. What else can you tell me
Well,
about
you
them?
see, they made the
The
gods.
text I found predated the First Blight. Its pages had mostly rotted away. And there's no mention of the Titans in Orzamar's memories.
I hate
Which tells you
how
something.
capitalization works when every word is already capital. They just make the letter bigger.
Yes.
And it's annoying.
All I heard was an earthquake. How is it you and Ren hear a rhythm?
Our people have a strong connection to the stone. We feel it in a way topsiders cannot.
Shapers have great stone sense. And Volta's better than most. She never gets lost.
You speak of the stone like it's more than walls.
The stone is eternal. She was here before us, and remains after we die.
But the stone isn't your god.
We don't worship her, but we do respect and honor her.
The stone makes us strong. And
Rockin'
we return
stone.
that strength to her when we die. It's difficult to express in words.
Mysterious songs often lure people to their deaths. Or to an archdemon.
This rhythm isn't a song, exactly. It sounds like air flowing through lungs.
Air that can collapse a whole mine.
Even if something strange is behind these earthquakes, it's not necessarily a Titan.
Aye. You'd think the memories would at least mention them.
I wouldn't rule out Scribble's theory. Hawk and I found some weird shit in the deep roads.
For all we know, that text you found was a bedtime story. We can't be sure until we find the source.
The rhythm I sense in the quakes is emanating from somewhere far below. The stone will lead us there.
And if it comes to a fight, that'll be our job. There's a lift at the side passage nearby. Ready when you are.
Boo.
New table.
Oh.
Unique table.
Oh.
Oh, that's on the top left. That's it.
Wow.
That's
it.
the map.
All right.
All right.
Instance. Okay, cool.
Made improvements.
All right. Done.
Made crafting tables. New hub. You'd think you were going to be here for a while,
King
but
involved a
you're
surface.
not.
We've lost so many. The Inquisitors are welcome sight.
Hey, look.
Woo! Tier 4 everything! Now you can get more dragon bones. Good, because you spent all yours. How nice that the dwarves just have dragon bones.
The Inquisition is on everyone's lips.
I'm gonna
Even
get in your
Assembly
lips.
has taken an interest. I'm told King Balin wished to meet you personally, but the Deshers talked him down. The earthquakes present too great a risk. When the previous king died, Orzammar nearly fell apart.
How does one become a shaper of memories?
Balin, I know someone who helped put him in power.
The Shaper's attention,
Mm-hmm.
but my passion for history earned me the title.
And got every poor person killed as a result.
You seem quite excited by the idea that these Titans may exist.
My connection to
Also
the
got
stone allows me to
Haramont
hear it.
killed. Basically every Haramont killed.
Titans can sing through the stone. It is extraordinary. We call ourselves children of the stone. What does that make the Titans?
What's life like in Orzammar?
I haven't lived in Orzammar for 3 years, but I receive updates. Is there anything in particular you'd like to know?
How's the political climate in Orzammar?
There have been riots due to food shortages.
Wow, I killed all the poor
I
people.
hope. I've no doubt some Deshers will try to use the situation for their own gain. But the king has a good hold over the Assembly.
What are Deshers?
Members of the Assembly, all noble-born. Through the Assembly, they govern Orzammar. The king presides.
Of course he doesn't change that part.
Yeah.
A dwarf's caste seems to dictate their entire life in Orzammar.
I could bore you for hours about our society's castes and the tensions that go along with them. Simply put, citizens of Orzammar are born into a caste, and that is their lot in life. A member of the Smith caste can never join the warrior caste, and vice versa. Everything is predetermined.
There's no way for someone to change castes?
It is possible for a member of the lower caste to marry above their station, but only their children's caste will improve. Similarly, when dwarves are made casteless, so are their descendants.
Do you miss living
Seems
there?
inefficient.
I do
Yeah.
sometimes. Particularly
You basically
access to a warm bath and
provide no incentive to work
The
harder.
importance of my work outweighs the comforts of the city.
I've been meaning to ask, Inquisitor. Skyhold, how does it, well, hold in the sky?
The old fall into the sky routine.
How do you keep it from floating away?
It's built into a mountain.
Held by the stone, then.
Shaper Volta said you're a
Stupid
veteran
fucking
of the Blight,
dwarf. There's this thing called gravity, you
Wet
dumb
nose
fuck.
recruit.
but you survived.
Swing your axe long enough, you're bound to hit something.
You must have racked up a few stories.
Maybe when this is all over, I'll have the time and ale to tell them.
Most of Ren's stories end with decapitation.
I'm an efficient guy.
Well, the rest of you aren't.
A historian and a soldier. That's an unlikely friendship.
What makes you think we're friends?
The bickering.
Fair enough. Volta's got the stones of a silent sister. Doesn't mean I won't give her a hard time.
I'd like to know more about the Legion of the Dead.
The Legion's pretty straightforward. We keep the Darkspawn out of Orzammar, and we're sodding good at it. Becoming a Legionnaire is a lifelong oath, one that can't be broken. We celebrate our own funerals before coming to the Deep Roads. As far as our families in Orzammar are concerned, we're already dead. Hence the name.
Well, that's quite the commitment.
It isn't a glamorous life. Every Legionnaire has their own reasons for joining. From the common criminal to the Deep Lord with illusions of grandeur. All are accepted.
What about you? Why did you join?
I had a responsibility.
Thanks for your time.
That's what they say on the road, anyhow. Hello? 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 Calm your fucking hips, Shakira. Goddamn.
To an emissary.
What the fuck?
Now we definitely will.
Physics!
I take it emissaries are bad.
Most Darkspawn are mindless killing machines, connected by the Blight. But emissaries are intelligent. And use magic.
Game also has physics issues, but way worse than this.
Game of the year, guys. Game of the year.
Yeah. Probably won a bunch of those.
Shrieks. It had to be shrieks.
Which were
Thought you'd
elves.
be used to all kinds of darkspawn.
What do they look like now?
Got their favorites.
They just look like elves now?
They kind of look like Baraka from. See, they got like.
Yeah, they just look more like elves now. These things were literally monstrous in Origins. So they took the monstrous one, made it look like an elf. They took the one that actually looked like a dwarf and turned it into some weird, like, big bicep monster. Why? And then a Herlock just looks like a normal dude now, with a hat. I do not approve. I think the Darkspawn in this game are dumb. The only one that they kept looking how it should, that I can see, is the Ogres.
Hard to fuck that one up.
Well, they're fucking all the other ones up. Expedition! Recover barrels! Woo!
Take.
This door, there's something strange about it. Looks like our construction, but...
It's missing gears.
We have to find them. It's our only way through.
Hello?
Ugh.
Hello?
Ugh.
Hello?
Ew.
Hello?
Ew. What was that?
I don't know. It's ugly.
Tap onto it. Oh, that's an emissary.
What are emissaries made of?
This was another thing from Origins, but it definitely looks weirder.
It's got a very,
This gear is warm to the touch. Strange.
whatchamacallit.
I don't recognize that metal. But we should only need one more.
Hellraiser vibe to it.
If I remember correctly, an emissary in Origins was just a Genlock that had magic, but I might be misremembering. Okay, there was Genlock and Herlock versions. You'll recognize the Genlock one the moment you see it.
We have
Yeah, okay, yeah.
That was a Genlock one. That's what we had in Origins.
Wow. That's the most abrupt change out of all of them.
There is a Herlock one, but it seems like that was only in Dragon Age 2? No, this one might be Dragon Age 1. Oh, this one's Dragon Age 1, and it does not look like it at all.
Yeah, no.
That just looks like a magic Herlock, just like the other one looks like a magic fucking dwarf. What they're basing this off of is Dragon Age 2. And that, I don't remember seeing that, so that might be from the DLC.
Yeah. Oh no, it's a puzzle.
2 of your guys have hit max level.
Boys only.
Woo!
Oh, that's funky. Oh, I didn't realize those were pieces too.
You having trouble?
No, I'm good.
Only a lyrium-addled mind would hide secrets behind such madness.
Bianca on Tier 4.
Ren, I'm sorry about Bernat. You served with him a long time.
It was quick. And Bernat returned to the stone with honor.
Who's honor?
He's so lucky.
It's all right to be upset.
I'm too old to be upset.
I need some cigarettes.
Ugh.
That was weird. What was that?
The door?
It's open. Keep any gears we find. We may need more. And if we don't, I want to study them. Whatever they're made of wasn't mine down here.
Well, good thing it collapsed right here just before the fucking gear.
Another strange door. Who put these here? And why?
This one uses a different kind of gear from the others.
We don't have to open it. My stone sense leads the other way. Though I am curious to see the other side.
You always are.
That scar on your nose is new.
Yeah, well, fell out of bed.
You sleep on the ground.
Surprised me too.